Hey, what's good, y'all? J Boogie in full effect mode. Bun down is the sound. You know how we do. This is, of course, the Lounge Presents on Twitch. And today in the lounge space, we've got a couple of first timers. But it's, of course, an honor and a pleasure to have them in the lounge space for the first time. So we have, first off, Bruce Almighty. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. And then we got Majo. Woo!
That dude.
Hell yes. First off, if you're not familiar with either of these two individuals, the best way to sum up these two individuals in one sentence is if you're looking for flavor, okay, bottle it up, mass produce it, manufacture, and send it to market because you're not going to catch up to the flavor these two bring on the floor. Salute to you both.
Thank you.
For real, for
Thank
real.
you, man.
Now, we always start off by asking our guests how they were introduced to hip hop culture. So, whoever wants to start off, by all means.
You want to start,
Yeah,
Bruce?
it's
I'll
okay
start.
for me to start. Can I?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
All right. So I have actually both nationalities. Like I'm Portuguese and I'm Russian. So I was born in Siberia, deep Siberia.
Hey.
So it was always late, even from Moscow. Like 2 years when Moscow had like CDs, we had still VHS cassettes and like.
Yeah.
So I started in 2003 breaking, but of course I saw it before. I saw it like in video clips, Bone Funk MCs, Freestyler, and a couple of other clips. And it was always incredible for me uh, this expression, this ability of using your body and go along with the music. It was like kind of for me also similar with something like a Jackie Chan, like having fun with the fight, with controlling the body, or
Yeah. Yeah.
also with the Mortal Kombat as a game because everybody
Yeah.
have own characters, own signatures, fatalities, sounds, whatever. And so I was feeling this really connected to me, but I never had the chance to start. I didn't know how. I was so shy, and I saw also many times at the like kids camp there was like a discotheque and guys were throwing their rounds. It was pretty whack breaking, but for us it was like incredible because we were outside, and then I got lucky, and some one of the teachers just opened the classes of breaking very close to where I was living,
Nice.
and I just went with my friends because even if I would go alone, I think I wouldn't. So I was lucky. I was shy, and I went with my friends. At the end, all my friends just left after like five classes, but I stayed there. I fall in love totally, and so on. From 2003, I started to learn more about and realizing that okay, beside that, there is people who write graffiti and there's people who DJing and stuff like this and so on. And it was so lucky for me that at that time in my city, it was like still that time when b-boys, people who were breaking, they also were graffiti writers. So it's like everything really was still connected. Not like now is so rare to have like this whole package or like a person like going through all the stuff or like graffiti writers really hanging out with the b-boys like I don't know, or even before it was like a one crew where you had not only b-boys, you had like also other style dancers or just the DJs and stuff like that.
Yep.
Of course you have
Yep.
it now, but before it was more common to have it. Yeah, and I was so
Fact.
lucky to Siberia being late and still having this experience. But of course, in like US, uh, even like Moscow, Europe was already advanced, but we were like really catching up slow. But I think it's good. It was for good. So this is how I basically got involved in this culture. Yeah.
Sick. I love it. I love it. Majo.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, my name is Majo. I would say like the way I got introduced to hip hop culture, it's pretty weird actually, because I was born and raised in the Philippines. So it all started when we actually saw this movie called You Got Served, right? So it's all about thing, right? So for sure, a lot of like people are inspired, were inspired like by that movie, right? So when I started watching that and watch it over and over, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. So like on the streets, I would just like assign someone like on the other end and towards the other end to just block the traffic, because I started like doing some sort of like dance cipher battles like on the street. That is a busy street too, right? When some oncoming traffic is just like approaching, I would just like tell them, hey, just get out of the way. Like people are passing by, right? Because they have vehicles and stuff. So yeah, I would say it's not really hip hop as I started, but yeah, like I started doing that just for fun, to just explore like what's my capable of doing using my body and strength, right? So until I'm fortunate enough um to apply it here in Canada, and my mom helped me out with that with my sister, and we came here to Canada. So by that time, I mean before we came here to Canada, I started doing a lot of like tricks. I would say I was more like a trickster, doing a lot of flips, doing a lot of like broken power moves, stuff like that.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah. So the first move that I actually learned was windmills. It was broken. I'm always like frustrated how to do it properly because the way I saw it on the movie. So finally the time came and we're arriving to Canada. By the time that I just arrived, my cousin just picked me up right away, just literally landed like from the airport and picked me up right away. Hey, I'm gonna introduce you to like the breakers right here. I'm like, what do you mean breakers? Because I don't know the terminology yet.
Right, 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 right.
So I would call my name B-Boy Majo already that time, like
Nice.
not
Okay.
knowing the actual culture, right? So I came there. This guy, my cousin, he brought me to Cindy Klassen, like the place that we would
Yeah,
practice.
yeah, yes. Nice.
Oh man, honestly, it was funny because I still have the jet lag. I came there with my cousin, and my cousin didn't introduce me properly. I have no English at all, right? So I'm like, I don't know how to talk to these people. I don't really know how to approach people because it's different background, different culture, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as I came there, my cousin, hey, I'm introducing my cousin. He's a b-boy. I'm like, I'm so shy that time because like I really don't know how to approach them. So they told me to dance. I started doing flips, no footwork, no top rock, no groovy. So yeah, after I did a backflip or something like that. Oh, I have poured that. I'm sorry, it's maybe
Yes, you do. Looks like they're up and awake now. No
yeah, okay. Give me a second. Yeah, so
stress.
am I clear right now? Still good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, back to the story. As soon as I got here, I mean, my cousin brought me to Cindy class and I started doing some flips. And after I landed my backflip, I went straight to my windmills without any like
Oh,
sort of like combination. So I'm
a
like,
combo off top.
it's a weird combo because I had really solid flips, but my power moves was so weak at that. So I started
Right.
doing that. I'm like, people are staring at me because I got introduced as a b-boy. I'm like, what the fuck is this person doing? He's not even dancing, right? So that's what I've heard like from other people like in the background. But again, I don't speak English that time, and I still
Right.
remember how they said it. Until like one person came up to me. I don't know if you know Kersey Sarao. He
Yeah,
came up
yeah,
to
yeah.
me and started calling me out. He was the first person I battled here, and it was so embarrassing.
Okay.
If I think of it, it's just so bad. I thought I was a b-boy. I thought I got introduced to hip hop culture already until 2009. I started hanging out with my crew, Gago Brothers. I wasn't a part of it yet, and they started bringing me along with the jams and stuff. So I think that's how I got started to break in here in Winnipeg. And yeah, until now, I'm still in love with the culture. Now, now I'm actually a practitioner of DJ as well. So yeah, I love music right now. Again, I can relate to music because as a b-boy, you have to enjoy listening to music, and yeah, I think it connects to us as a culture, right? DJing, breaking, those are my elements right now as a culture. So
That's dope. That's dope. No, I mean, the one reason why we ask that question of every guest is
mhm.
because the one thing that we sometimes forget is the similarities that we have
Yeah.
across the world, especially those of us who fell in love with hip hop culture. Our
Mhm.
similarities are so much closer than we ever realize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
discovery of the culture is always, the stories are always similar. They're always similar, and it
For sure.
just goes to show how close we really are. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah.
And how things are so divisive.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to ask, when you both discovered breaking for the first time and hip hop culture in general, were you the odd person out with your homies and your crew, or were the people you were coming up with also discovering the culture at the same time as you?
Okay.
You guys hear that?
Yeah. Yeah. I heard that. Yeah. Me that
Okay.
time. Like,
I
I was. Go ahead, Bruce.
I heard so. So it was a question about the people around you if they also started at the same time.
Yeah, basically, when you first discovered the culture and realized it's something you wanted to participate in, were you alone in your discovery of the culture, or were your homies also discovering the culture along with you?
Yeah, as I said, I was going to this trip to observe with some classmates, some friends of mine,
Okay.
and but they left after like fifth class. So then I was there alone, but I didn't like feel alone there since I already knew people who were already there before me. So I got
Yeah.
along with them right away by just exchanging, discussing, asking about everything, and really showing respect. And yeah, it was for me. It was more like uh, I don't know, like a martial arts respect place. Like
Yeah.
wow,
Like walking into a
wow,
dojo.
please, yeah, teach me. I respect everything. Maybe I
Yeah.
never will do it, but I'm here and let's go. Wow, it's a blessing. It was like this. Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that. Majo, you obviously got it a little bit into your introduction to the Gago brothers when you were here, and you did touch a little bit about it when you're back in the Philippines. At the time when you discovered, well, when you had started playing around in the Philippines, had you seen any breaking around you at all during that time frame?
Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure. Because I was
Okay.
back. I was back in high school that time,
Okay.
and I think because it started with a lot of tricks and flips, I got
Yeah.
recruited. I got recruited to this group in school that I think it's like a cheerleading group or something. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
cheerleader. So I joined that because I'm the one who can do a lot of flips. So after
Right.
that,
Of
we would
course.
just we would
Asset.
just for sure. We would just compete to different cities, and I actually saw a lot of like dancers doing a lot of like really good moves that I haven't seen before, right? Which is like flares, 1990s, 2000s. Those are the fancy moves I really want to try before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that time I didn't get a chance like to introduce myself to them because they're like from the city, I'm from the province, so I'm still like intimidated by them. So until like I got inspired, I came home to my province, and yeah, like I started doing that. I started hosting like a nightly dance session or more like a battle from my from my town, right? The one I
Oh,
said
dope.
earlier. So I would
Nice.
do that every single night. And yeah, I would just like bring a bunch of like speakers. I would just put it together. And I think it's not really a hip hop, but if
Sick.
you think of it, it's just it's street style, right? So I would say so.
Yeah. It's very,
Right?
I mean, yeah, it's drawing from the same. It's drawing from the same aesthetic that hip hop came from. A very
Right.
DIY approach to
Yeah.
to to get in your groove.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
and let's go back to Gago Brothers, right? So as soon as I got introduced to like one of the guys, which is the Curtis, and like a part of Gago Brothers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not sure how I got connected with Gago Brothers exactly, but I think my mom works with one of the Gago Brothers, and she told that guy that I'm
Oh,
actually doing some breakdancing moves, right? So I got introduced to that guy and started seshing, and yeah, I would say I was not really alone when I got introduced to hip hop culture here in Winnipeg because of
yeah.
this guy that who actually
Right.
helped me out with like the transportation to go to practice and everything. I would say he's
Yeah.
my guide that time, and yeah, until now I'm still a part of Gago Brothers. Right?
Hell yes. Hell yes. Now, the next thing I want to ask you to is after having discovered breaking, discovered hip hop, eventually I know you both had a moment where you knew you were going to start to take this a little bit more seriously.
Mhm.
When that moment came for both of you, how are your families reacting to this 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 new culture that you are starting to envelop yourself in?
Yeah, so my parents were like, um, I guess, kind of ignoring, but in a
Okay.
good way.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
they didn't like, but they didn't show it, you know. So they just kind of
Okay.
supported me by saying nothing, because
Nice.
I
Okay.
felt that they really liked me doing martial arts before. Like I started
Right.
when I was 12. When I was like 10, 11, I was doing like kickboxing, whatever, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you do it, you go for it."
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, I'm bored. Like then I went to some like ping pong classes and something else, more like chill, fun gaming. And yeah, when I started breaking, they were like, uh, okay, yeah, fine. And then like nothing saying, but I felt like they were like, this is something strange, you know. But they actually always supported, so I feel lucky about my parents, so because they just in general wherever I pick they supported. But deep there I know that it was not like what they would like me to where to be, and you know, this kind of stuff, because I
Right.
also was studying like banking in college,
Ah,
and they were like, "Yeah, you will be this," you know.
yeah,
Typical, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, and that's
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, no, you can't be the uh, who your parents want you to be. So,
exactly, exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Majo.
Yeah, so I would say my mom and my family, they're always supportive because again, it's like a very small town in the province, and
Hmm.
again, like someone who's actually like doing this stuff like in our town or I would say in our province, it's like something new to them because mainly people would just sing like do like some other type of dance, but
Yeah,
when they saw me started doing flips and started doing some break dancing, right? And my
yeah,
mom is so proud because I'm different. I'm different from others like
yeah.
in my town because again I was just so dedicated to it, and yeah I really fell in love with it right away without knowing the actual culture, right? So I would say
Yeah.
I never had a problem with this passion of mine. My family are always supportive. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Bruce Almighty, if you could tell us a little bit about the Momentum Crew.
Of course, Momentum Crew are they were born in 2003. Since 2003, two people, B-Boy Max and B-Boy Mix. It's funny, but it B-Boy Max and B-Boy Mix, they just met. They just met from some beef, but they became friends, good friends, and they were organizing some events. And once they brought Cujo, and Cujo asked them like, "Hey, yo guys, how many crews you have in Portugal?" And they said, "We have not so many." And he said, "Why do you have a crew?" And they said, "No, we are only two people." And he said, "Why you guys don't create a crew? It takes only two people." And they're like, "Oh, we didn't think about." So they created a crew right with the Cujo. I mean, Cujo was there, like thinking about the name, like pushing for the guys, and they were like thinking. And Cujo came out with the name Momentum, and so basically he's our he's our father. I mean,
Nice.
he's not in
That's
a
a
crew.
pretty
Yeah,
sick pedigree.
yeah, so he's not in a crew, but he's like we were born because of him mostly. So
Right.
we are so uh, like thankful to him, always giving props and saying this to everybody. And yeah, and I'm in a crew since 2011 when I moved to Portugal when I was 18 in 2010. And after 1 year, like getting along with the guys, like being good friends already, so there was no question that I'm entering a crew and representing. So yeah, we have like active members, not active members, and everybody are always in a chat. We always together and really great family. Uh, so yeah, so and for some parts of our history, like I would say most of the years we were pushing for like a real crew thing where we couldn't join others crew. Like, okay, I can join
Mhm.
you in a cipher and dance together with you somewhere or performing, or but if it's a traditional battle, it's only representing with my crew only.
Yeah.
And it was like a good thing about if some organizer want to bring my crew and it's like 4 and 4 or 3 and 3, and they want to bring like, for example, we have like people like Get, he's very strong, very like also well known. If they
Mhm.
want to bring him, so normally organizers want to combine somebody and make a dream
Yeah.
team. But because we had this rule, they had to bring somebody from the crew. So it was
Yeah.
always a nice thing, like forcing our crew to
Good
like be
rule.
together to travel. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
unfortunately, nothing is forever, and we stopped having this rule because like some of our members felt like good friends with also other crew like Laget also
Yeah.
he felt strong friendship with the Rugged, so now he represented two crews,
Yep.
and our this like strict rule became like freedom basically, and is no
Yeah.
worries. Yeah, but we are so happy that we spread this message for so many years, and we
There you
heard
go.
like nice feedback, and I remember once at the freestyle session, 2017, I guess we prepared one T-shirt and we write on the T-shirt, "Dream Team versus Real Crew." And we thought if we
Uh-huh.
will battle some dream teams, we will put this
Yeah.
shirt, and then after each round we will take it out, and the other person from our crew will put it, and we'll just dance with this T-shirt, everybody. And so what happened is
Right.
that we were only real crew in a semi-final because it was like squadron, like is a mix of crazy people
Right.
like dope big boys. Monster team like is the same, yeah. Also mix of high level,
Right.
and it was Red Bull. So and it was us, you know. So we were like, wow, yes. What the hell? How
Yes.
like we prepared the T-shirt, like we knew that this moment will happen, and then we
That's
were
wild.
battling against Monster, and we were doing this, and it was like wow, such a perfect moment. But I fucked it up because I just crashed and I just look at my finger, my toe, and it was funny. But we just disturb all the strategy, all the routines because I was involved there and I couldn't make it. We lost, but it's not about that. But even there, we had some prize money for like semifinals, so it was really great event. Much props to Cross One and all the help he provided and always representing so many years. It's
Yeah.
historical and it's super was super like it's a honor to be there freestyle session and yeah, well, it's a blessing.
No
Oh
doubt.
yeah, that was the
Oh
story
yeah.
about momentum, a little story. Basically, yeah, it's two guys. One is originally from Belarus, another is Portuguese. And the guy from Belarus, he moved to Portugal when he was, I think, 14. And yeah, and
That's
yeah,
dope. That's dope.
yeah.
Yo, Bruce, have you explored any other part of the culture? Have you played around with another part of the culture?
I tried, but everything sucked. What I did always. So I just was respecting, asking,
I hear you.
like talking, going around, hanging around, and appreciating, connecting, like putting people together. But being involved in like drawing something wherever was always awful, or even DJing, it was like, wow, how you do this, like this scratching techniques is like, wow, no way. It's like okay, play piano is the same. I mean, you need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
dedicate time. It's kind of
yeah,
complicated. You need passion.
yeah.
You need to go there. It's not like, yeah, to scratch is just this and that's it. You are there, to put tracks together. Oh, it's not like this. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's true. It's very true. Well, yo, fellas, what I'd like for you to do right now is let everyone know what's going to be happening. Bruce Almighty is going to be touching down in Canada. What's going on?
So I was invited by Luca, Lazy Legs, people Lazy Legs from Ill Abilities from Montreal to
Nice.
join, to participate in his event.
Hmm.
It will be, I think, anniversary of Ill Abilities. They have a special concept. It will be super nice for sure. Let's see. They will provide videos for sure for everybody in Europe
Hmm.
to see that. And they have few international invite guests too. And so this is basically the reason of me going there. And then since I knew I'm going there, I started to ask around for contacts for people if they are interested in workshops and stuff, because I really want to travel, because it's a kind of
Yeah,
opportunity once in
yeah,
life, or I don't know, it's so right.
yeah.
So I go Canada, and I also did it in Japan or in Siberia, or like I always try to do this research with the contacts, and see if people would
Yep,
like to have me. Then I
yep.
go there, of course.
Smart.
And yeah, so basically I have a tour. I'm going um, to Toronto. That yeah, now it's a wonderful moment of me pronouncing the names of the Canada cities in the wrong way. So it's Toronto, and then
Yeah,
it's Winnipeg, and
Winnipeg,
then
yeah,
it's
Yep.
Edmonton. Then it's
Quebec,
Toronto again, but I go to Mississauga, the city out of
Nice.
Toronto,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
then I
Quebec,
go to Quebec,
Quebec.
then I go to Quebec, yeah.
Mhm.
I go to Montreal and Ottawa.
Sick.
Those
That's
So
are
awesome.
yeah, for now that's it, I think. So yeah, I'm super thankful. Thanks to Majo to bringing me to Winnipeg.
of
If
course.
not him, I would not come. And thanks to also Flexum being agreed to battle me. It will be
Yeah,
a huge
Yes,
huge
sir.
thing, exhibition
Salute
battle.
Flexum. Salute Flexum.
exhibition battle.
Exactly. This will be like I know he's after surgery, and we are not so fresh as we've been like 5 years ago. But for sure, we will have a great time, and we will
Oh
entertain,
yeah.
and
I'm sure y'all
I'm
gonna turn
sure
it
it
out
will be
still.
dope. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
And I'm so happy, and I'm so thankful to Majo to
Of
creating
course.
this opportunity for me to be there, because yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited.
Same,
Yeah.
same, same here, bro.
Majo, it's like a double event you have going. Tell them about the double event.
Yes. So like I name this duo. So it's I think it's like Spanish like word and duo and close and open parenthesis it says duo, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
wordplay right there. So it's gonna be a workshop first from 2 to 4 p.m. with Bruce, of course. Then after that, we're gonna take a little break and we go straight to the same venue, which is like 109 Higgins Graffiti Gallery. We're
Yep.
gonna do that open styles battle.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen there,
Woo.
and yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. So far, we have like 10 competitors, like Harsh's
Nice,
stand up
nice.
too, right? So it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be DJing that event for sure, and yeah, the most special thing that's gonna happen that night is the exhibition battle between Bruce Almighty and Flexing.
Yes,
Super
yes,
excited.
yes.
Yeah, so Yeah.
Yeah,
February.
people around the world already like they commenting, they going like,
You
what,
get
and
Yeah.
this
yo,
happening in
y'all better
Winnipeg.
y'all
Yeah.
should live stream that.
I'm gonna ask someone to do something about that. Cause like again,
Or
I'm
maybe
not.
not, or maybe not. Maybe it's better to film like
That's
different
true
cameras,
too, right?
Right.
prepare.
Yeah.
That's true too.
For,
Make that moment
yeah.
special. Yeah, no, that you got a good point. You got a
For
good
Like
sure.
point.
nobody
You got
allowed
a
to
good point.
film, nobody allowed to film, only official cameras, like three
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cameras, whatever, and then build
Mhm.
the official video and put it like wow.
Right. Just
No,
like.
that's
Mhm.
actually. I mean, okay, let's be honest. That's actually a very good idea.
Yeah,
You
it
know what
is.
I'm saying? No cams, have only the official cams, and then yo, do something
I,
with it.
yeah, for sure.
That's a
Like
great
so
idea.
exciting.
That's a
So
great
exciting.
idea.
I'll look into that. I'll try to get like a couple like videographers if I can. Yeah, if that's gonna be a thing that we can do, make them wonder, hey, what happened to that battle, right? Just watch Major when it's
Yeah, you
uploaded,
know,
right?
you could just throw it up on like a Patreon.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? No, for real. Like people will pay. You know, do that on a Patreon. Man, that'd be sick.
Mhm.
Yo, let everyone know what the date is on the battle and the workshop.
Yeah, so it's gonna be on February 4th. It's the doors open at 7 p.m. The battle starts at 7:30. Again, it's gonna be 109 Higgins Avenue, and it's
Yep.
at the Graffiti Gallery. Same thing as the workshop with Bruce Almighty. It's gonna be the same address, but it's gonna happen around 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So hope to see you guys there. It's super exciting actually. So
Yo, how do you register?
you just like DM me if you're a part of the group chat, or if you
Word.
follow me on Instagram. You can just DM me, or you can also register or sign up for the battle at the door before 7:30, because 7:30 we start the battle already. So if you really want to sign up, make sure to get there at least at around 7 o'clock, 7:30. It's gonna be official. We're gonna start the battle right away. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Say word. Yo, Bruce Almighty, Majo, I want to thank you for giving us the time, spending some time with us in the lounge space today. And I want to salute both of you because I wasn't kidding, y'all, when I said at the top of the episode, when it comes to flavor, that these two deliver to get every goddamn course. Okay. I love watching these two guys dance. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having us, Jay.
Oh,
thank you,
definitely.
man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate.
Oh, it's a pleasure and an honor. Please drop your social handles for everyone.
For sure. All right, Jay. I'll talk to you soon, brother. Thank you for having us.
Oh, yo, your social handles.
Oh, social handles. Where?
Yeah, let everyone know your social handles.
Okay, cool, cool. All right, this first time using this. What do I do?
Oh, just tell
Just
everyone what your social handle is,
all right. So you can
where they can
find me
find
on
you on socials.
yeah, you can find me on Instagram. It's called BBoyMajo15. So if you want to hit me up, if you want to sign up, just like message me, and make sure you have a partner, because like I wanna be strict about that. That's gonna be a duo, right? And make
Mhm.
your team names too. So yeah,
Yeah,
BBoyMajo15 on Instagram. So yeah,
Bruce Almighty, drop your socials.
yeah.
Is he still there?
I think he
I think he
accidentally
left.
pressed the
I think
info.
he left.
And he
Well,
first
we'll
he
do it for
accidentally
it's at Bruce Momentum
yeah, Mr.
on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. And for sure, I'm gonna tag him on my post, so like people will see him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Yo, thanks again, man. And whoa, looking forward to February 4th.
Thank you, brother. Yeah. Have a good day.
All right, salute, homie.
See you, bro.
Peace.